I got freedom in this country. Why am I saying yes, yes, yes to somebody who doesn't have my best interests at heart? A lot of people don't have portfolio income. Why? Because they blow what they make. Because you got nothing put away, because you're in debt. That's why you say, yes, boss. Conflict of interest? Yes, I'll listen to you, boss. It's conflict of interest. Well, fire your damn boss. Like that, Matt? Yeah, like that. I mean, I'm looking at the top 25, 50 people in my organization right now. They're making $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. But some of you guys are underscoring the power of the way you can make money here.
Never short stopping, now I'm winning like I'm Jeter. Steady through the rigor, yeah, I'm getting bigger. Was fighting in them trenches, now I'm making 7 figures like.
Okay, let me ask you this question. How many of you really want to be financially free? Raise your hand. Seriously? I mean seriously. Some of you guys are like, no, if you're like this, you don't want it. Okay, let me ask you, put hands down. How many guys want to be financially free in 2022? I better be seeing armpits, baby. I want to see some sweat. I want some watermark. Okay? Okay. Now, do you think it's going to be easy? No. But will it be worth it? Yes. Okay. I guarantee you it's not going to be easy. But guess what? You can do this. And the payoff, oh my gosh, I can't tell you this payoff. Can't tell you this payoff. But some of y'all work your jobs and commit more to your jobs than you are to being financially free. Like some of you guys, well, you know, my job says, there's a conflict of interest. Conflict of interest? Whose interest do you actually prioritize? Whose interests are at the top of your food chain? Is it your employer's conflict of interest? Or is it your conflict of interest? So why do you say, yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss, conflict of interest, yes, boss. I'll show up to the office late, but because I know I got to honor you, boss. Why do you say that? Because you don't have no savings. Because you got nothing put away, because you're in debt. That's why you say, yes, boss, conflict of interest, yes, I'll listen to you, boss. Versus saying, what are you talking about? I'm in the land of home of the free and the brave. I got freedom in this country. Why am I saying yes, yes, yes to somebody who doesn't have my best interests at heart? Mm-hmm. Who's got your best interests at heart? Of course you do. And you want to be surrounded with people that also want to remind you to put your interests is a priority in your life. It's a conflict of interest. Well, fire your damn boss. Like that, Matt? Yeah, like that. Well, Matt, you don't understand my situation. I do. Find another boss that, in the meantime, will lay off. But some of you guys are underscoring the power of the way you can make money here. I mean, I'm looking at the top 25, 50 people in my organization right now. They're making $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Nuts. So what are you going to end up in at the end of 2022? Are you still going to be here? Are you going to be here? So you're working for somebody, or you're working for yourself, or now you're running your own business. Let me ask you this question. Are most people in America financially free or living paycheck to paycheck? Why?
Because they trade time for money.
They're right here. They're right here. They're paying attention to their boss's interests. Why don't you want to end up here? By the way, which one of the two is easier? Working for somebody or working for yourself? What's easier? Why is it working for somebody easier? Okay, because if you give your boss the minimum, they still get a check. Right? Even if you give them the maximum, they're still paying you the minimum. So think about this real quick. So they're paying the minimum, and you start realizing, man, they're just paying you the minimum. So what do you eventually over time start doing? You give them what? The maximum or the minimum? So you have a minimum relationship. Hey, honey, I'm going to give you the minimum of me. I don't just love you, I just like you. How do you feel? Okay, so now here, this is easier, right? The idea is what? Go from here to here to here. Why? There's a special word here, starts with L. Leverage. What does leverage mean? So if you blew a tire, you got to jack up your tire, right? You got to You gotta jack up with a lever. What happens if you haven't had a lever? You gotta pick up your car by itself? Damn. Or do you use what? You use a jack, and the jack has a lever. So how many guys have bought a house? Okay, what was your down payment? 15%? 15%. What was your down payment? 15%. 15%? 5%? Okay, so you put 15% down. Let's say, I'm just doing easy math. Let's say a $100,000 house. You put $15,000 down. Who's paying the other 85? The bank. So what did you use? Leverage. You guys get it? Yes. So you leverage the bank to get the house that you want. So guess what you got to do? You got to leverage your time by building a system that builds a business. People work for you, and people work with you. Why do bosses hire people that have jobs? What do you think they're doing with you? You're leveraged to them. Well, I have a conflict of interest. You got the wrong interest as the priority in your life. Okay, so in 2022, ask yourself this: how much I would love to have more income coming from my savings and investments. Because what's that income called? It's called interest income or dividend income, which is passive income or portfolio income. So there's three ways to make money in our country, right? There's active. Okay, there's active income. There's passive income, which we'll talk about today. And then there's portfolio income. Okay, portfolio income. A lot of people don't have portfolio income. Why? Because they blow what they make. Like, think about this real quick. On your notes, write down what your mortgage or your rent payment is. Okay, you guys got it? Write it down. Circle it. And say underneath, as you circle, put, this is going to be my monthly savings. So how many of y'all put $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a year, right? How would you like to be saving in your investments $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month? Because that will then build portfolio income. Because let's say at $100,000 and you earn 10% interest. What's 10% of 100,000? It's $10,000. That's $10,000 that came your way this year. It's $833 extra a month. That came your way because you put your money inside a portfolio which earned interest and or dividends. That's $833 a month that you didn't have to work for. What will $833 a month extra get you? You guys get it? But that's why we have to increase, we have to minimize your active income and increase your passive income.